And just starting again to the cloud. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's webinar. I'm just making sure that we're live also on YouTube. Great, it's live. So thank you, first of all, thank you for all the support in setting up and spreading the news about this webinar. I want to honor you all and also welcome everyone new who's come in. And if you're watching the recording, they're living recordings and you can repeat them. And each time you repeat them, it's like a single session every time. So I give you complete permission to share this with your friends if you want, or to watch it as many times as you want, as you feel drawn to. It will work deeper each time you go through different layers. So I never hold back in teachings or any transformational gifts. So everything's there for you. And yeah, it's up to how much you accept in your system. So those who know me already, those who don't, welcome. And yeah, thank you for really being here tonight and taking self-responsibility, because it's really about self-responsibility of diving into your core, into your inner knowing. And as we do that, maybe some shadows or some wounds comes up in the system. Tonight, I'm focusing on what we've taken on from the media, and not only in this life, but also in our ancestral lines as well. And it was interesting. I did a clearing there. We did in the Creator Gym. We did a clearing on this topic. And 2 days later, I watched a movie and I noticed how my system was affected by the movie. And I was watching my system, how it was sort of coming into my system. So I became really conscious of how it affected me in my past before. And by watching the news and what's happening in the world at the moment, especially with the pandemic and what's on the news each day, it's really activating old trauma in our system, which is a gift for transformation. And then there's a self-responsibility. Do I keep watching that news, and do I keep making it a habit? Because I learned years ago, because I really work on the cellular level and work with the cells and the stem cells. And when I start working with my own stem cells and supporting others with stem cells, I realized how our cells and our stem cells are programmable. So they listen to everything. It's amazing. Our spirit, our cells are so intelligent, but they're listening to everything. And if you're watching the media all day, it's going to have an effect on your cellular information. So this is what I wanted to support you to be more aware of and take self-responsibility and maybe reduce the doses of social media or turn off the news maybe. So this evening, I'm going to work with really subconsciously in our subconsciousness and also in our DNA, how much we've taken into our system, and simply to release it so you really go back to who you really are as a creator. I want to honor all of you as beautiful creators here, having a physical experience, and we have wounds in our system to develop, to grow, and then sometimes we can simply step out of them as well. And then with self-responsibility, do we repeat these patterns? So this evening, I'm working really with going deep cellularly into the subconsciousness, into the nervous system, and finding out what you've been programmed with, and asking your higher self then to release it. So I'm not doing the work, it's your higher self and my higher self, and we're working together on our guides. So I want to really just build up a connection with your own creator, that we connect to ourselves. And it's amazing how, if we're, for example, we're being bombarded with information continuously, and then we sort of fragment ourselves through the day. So I want to first invite you to call your spirit back and your creativity and your awareness back into the now, from social media, the news, or any unfinished business, what you believe is unfinished. And really take a deep breath into your heart. And we're not connected through the internet. We're all connected in a group as spirit. It's like a council of spirits. We're all huge creators, huge beings we are. And as we clear our topics, then more of our spirit comes into the body. And what keeps the spirit out of the body is fear. So this is why I want to release and these subconscious programs of fear and whatever traumas there as well, I support you with. Because for me, what's happening on the media and what we're doing to ourselves is actually abusing ourselves. Because I wouldn't, as spirit, I wouldn't consciously do that to myself every day. I don't need to watch these things and be inflicting this on myself. So I want to set the intention to clear ancestral abuse, psychological abuse from all fields, and manipulation as well. And anyone new, this, just really observe yourself like energy, and it's working in the background, and it's actually worked already in a lot of fields. So if the mind's active and you feel you're not getting centered or not balanced, or there's different memories coming up, it's all okay, accept them. And if there's any doubts coming up, simply accept them. If the mind's active, accept it. Really give it space. And if there's fears, anxieties, accept whatever's there. And we simply go in a state of acceptance and really breathing into your core, into your heart. Slowly breathing out. And with permission, we're going to go deep into subconscious layers to release this programming we've taken on from the media. Take another deep breath in. And now, what I learned years ago was how much we're not in our organs or our spine or our bones, and what a difference it makes when we're in our bones and our organs. So I invite you to just be aware of your spine and be aware that you have a non-physical spirit, which is pure light, pure energy of creation. And I invite you to breathe through your spine with awareness of your spirit, and inviting your spirit, no one else's spirit, only your energy, no one else's energy, to connect to your bones and your spine. And through the breath, we melt as spirit down, down, down into our spines. And if you feel during this webinar that you want to stand up or sit up straight, I recommend really sit up straight and really connect to the floor, because it's really about embodiment. All the work I do is about embodiment. I want to get results. And I found the more I'm in my body or more aware, I get more results. Beautiful. And now set the intention to breathe into the bone marrow and the bones again. Very slowly, I'm breathing out through the mouth, really slowly. Beautiful. And one more time. This time we're going to breathe from the heart down all the way to the spine, to the tailbone, the tip of your tailbone. Filling up your heart and breathing down your spine. There's lots of time and space as your spirit, your non-physical, connects to your spine and melts into your spine. And being aware that we hold information in our body, maybe that doesn't support our spirit to get in. So if you can keep the intention now open that if there's any information in your physical body which is blocking your spirit to get in, if you can set the intention that we work on that in this webinar. Beautiful. Let's open up more fields. Nice. Taking a deep breath into your tummy and slowly releasing. And if you're not feeling anything, it's okay. And this will work with you even later. And each time you watch it, it'll go deeper. Beautiful. And now I invite you to connect to the pineal, excuse me, the pineal gland, center of the brain. I'll just guide you there. It's a little pearl in the center of the brain, and with your permission, we'll really activate it. And breathing from your heart up, just with intention, into the pineal gland. And one more time, breathing from the heart up into your pineal gland. I'm guiding you there, so it's okay if you're not sure where it is. And I want to honor you as an incredible being, incredible spirit, and also maybe open up the awareness that maybe all of you is not in the body. So I want to connect, set the intention to connect to your own soul star. I'll call it your soul star, your own spirit, but soul star. And really connecting from the heart up through the pineal gland to your own soul star. That we're having a very clear channel. So we go up to our own soul star, our own creator, nobody else's, only our own. I want to make sure that I'm not connected to anybody's channel in daily life. I'm connected to my own channel, my own energy. So I want to make sure that all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, I connect to my own creator, the highest supreme laws of the universe, that I go directly to my source, my creator, no one else's. And I can be supported by archangels and guides, but first I have my own creator. I learned that years ago, that I should only go from my core to my own creator. And that way I'm not connected to any strange energies coming in. It's my own channel. So really honoring your channel all the way up. It's very important that you honor your channel all the way up to your direct line with creator, through nobody else. Even if you've got connections with archangels and all that, I would go from creator to archangel, but never direct. I want to make sure it's the real thing. So straight up, your own creator, no. My channel, your channel. Not anyone else's channel, your channel. Breathing into the heart. Beautiful. And this is your soul star you're connecting to now. It's your essence. Beautiful. And now I invite you to connect. We also have a soul star in the earth, Mother Earth, and it's below us, it's beneath us in the earth. And just really connecting that we breathe down your channel, heart, all the way down to Mother Earth, to the soul star of Mother Earth, which is our own, and our own connection with Mother Earth. No one else's. It's all about self-responsibility, sovereignty of your own truth, your own channel, your own inner knowing, and your own energy field. So we don't project on anyone else or mirror onto other people or blame others. Just simply really going into your own truth. You're an incredible being, incredible creator. Take a deep breath into your root, into your channel. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, a lot of trauma, different traumas that we've experienced, usually is around our childhood or our ancestors' childhood, and they're usually around the first, second chakra. So with your permission, and when you watch the media, for example, our subconscious, say, for example, you watch something on the news and you see someone being attacked on the news, your subconsciousness thinks that's you being attacked. So your wounds open up related to the same frequency. It's all the same. It's about a frequency. So when we're watching the media, they're opening up our wounds. And if there's too many wounds open, then I'm out of my channel, because the personality part of us is not in the channel, it's out of the channel. And I remember there was somebody in the States I worked with, and he was checking energetic fields. And he said to me, Damien, he says, when someone's really traumatized, they're half a meter outside their channel, their energetic being. So every time you open the news and you watch too much of it, it's opening up a lot of wounds, which is the personality part of the person, and which is the mind disconnected from the channel, which is the heart. So really being aware that whatever's open in your system is wounds, and then really connecting back to your heart. And it's really easy, and it's really smooth, and it's really gentle. And your higher self, what opens up in your system, you can always handle. What opens up belong to other people is not so easy to handle, because it's not belong to you. So it's not your job to heal it or to work with it, because it doesn't belong to you. Anything that opens in you is yours, you can handle. So really taking a deep breath. And if you can ask support from your from your higher self, from your creator, to work on any wounds which is open in the lower chakras, and the strongest wounds in the ancestral lines, which really open up gaps in your field, is if there was any sexual abuse, or if there's a rape in the system back further, okay? So and when there is a rape, or there's an entanglement with that energy. So I want to set the intention that we detangle from this energy of abuse, from anyone in our ancestral lines, from anyone else who may have abused us, and also from the media. So any entanglement with abuse, I invite your spirit to give permission to your spirit to simply let go and dissolve it from your system. And just giving space. And it's really, as the polarities are very strong at the moment, there's a lot of shifts in the world. It means that there's a huge aspect of your creator active there. So this can happen very fast at the moment. There's huge gifts, which used to maybe work that would take years. You can do it in a few moments now. So there's no need really to go even into the stories, just simply accepting your spirit, your creator, down into the body. Another important part, while this is happening, it's happening now, I can see it's happening in all of you. So is that when you're traumatized or your parents are fighting, you get out of the body, because as a child, you can't leave the house, or you can't say stop. So you actually get out of your body. So when you feel or watch the news and it activates an abuse frequency, you're automatically trained, programmed to get out of the body. Okay. Now, that's what creates disease when you're out of the body, because the body works for itself and knows how to work, and your immune system knows how to work. So it's very simple. You just set the intention now, okay, that I'm not a child anymore. I stay in the body. I stay in the body. And just resetting that program. It's like an automatic ejector seat, like in the James Bond car that used to take you out of the car. It's like, you don't need to leave your body. You can leave it by choice, but make sure it's not an automatic reaction that you get out of the body. And just releasing that program of escaping out of the body. I'm an adult now and I stay in my body. Beautiful. Another part which is very active in the field is, and this happens as you know, in the childhood, we are creators and we have got talents. A lot of us have talents for supporting other people. And when we're first born, we're very open with our creator and our soul information and our soul purpose. So in the early childhood, you have a direct connection with your channel. Now, that information is, as a child, is you know you have gifts. And then later you start forgetting them or losing your self-confidence in them. But if you see, for example, mom and dad fighting, you as a child think you're responsible and think you should save them. So you jump in between them and you think it's your job or you can fix them with your gifts, your talents. So we have this belief system then for the rest of our lives that we think we're responsible for saving the world, for stepping between systems. If there's a fight, I step between the system. That actually is not my responsibility. So it's not my responsibility to heal my parents. They're having a soul experience as you're having a soul experience with your mom separately, your dad separately. So, but there's a part in us that thinks that we can, like a superhero, heal them. And then there's a part of us which is angry and resentful to ourselves because we didn't heal them, and we've low self-confidence, especially about our being, our connection with our spirit, because we don't trust our spirit anymore. We don't trust our gifts because we believed we failed healing our parents or our siblings. So if you can consciously accept that actually it wasn't your job to heal your parents. So in a way, you did fail to heal your parents, but actually it wasn't your job. So that guilt, shame, anxiety about not healing your parents or low self-confidence can simply leave your system. And the stress can leave your system. And this fighting or self-attack can leave the system, and disappointment and anger and giving up on that connection with yourself, your creator. Because I believed I failed healing the parents, and then I'm losing self-confidence in my own connection with my inner knowing. And then watching social media all the time and the news, it's mirroring my lack of self-confidence and my lack of trust in my creator, which is deep in my core. So really letting those aspects go and invite your higher self literally to let this old imprint that I am responsible for healing my parents and I'm in disappointment and I failed to heal my parents. But actually it wasn't your job to heal your own parents. You can inspire them, support them as the child, but as the healer part, I'm just giving space as these subconscious anxieties and stress and it's leaving your system and your nervous system. And invite your spirit to really let these belief systems leave your subconsciousness and habits as well. And then if there's trauma in your system, you become dissociated, you scatter out, okay? So, but between it, it's like we've split personalities. So between them is sort of like craziness or different energies and trauma and fears. So I invite your higher self to lift out what's between the dissociated parts of your soul. Just let them leave your system, and releasing again the entanglement you may have in the system with abuse through the ancestral lines too. And also the abuse and entanglement with social media, the movie industry, the news. And breathing into your cells, and be aware of your spine. Breathing through your spine, and your spirit's literally pouring into the body as these old memory fields and different trauma informations leaving your system. And I invite you to ask your creator as well, your higher self, to release any information of false gods from your system and illusions of God, illusions of love. And expectations we put on ourselves. And in the background, there's a lot of different things working and different transformation. So everyone's unique in their own way, everybody. And I invite you to breathe into your organs. And slowly releasing. And in a way, we're sort of having an incestuous relationship with social media and the news and movies. So I'd like to, that may be resonating because you may have the information from incest from the back, from the ancestral lines or from your life. So I invite your higher self, or invite you to invite your higher self to release from your system any information we've taken on genetically or into our systems from ancestral energies in our ancestral lines, in our life, and also in connection to social media and then the news and movies. And also to release the energy or programming of the dark gods, the false gods, from all timelines, dimensions, and planes, past lives too. The high supreme laws of the universe, our creator God. And releasing any masks or mistruths from our system. And each time This is working in many fields. Each time we lose our self-confidence, it's like we leave a part of ourself behind, or our confidence behind. So each time we hear something on the news or something, maybe we lose trust in ourselves, and they'll call that, it's like dead selves. So we sort of left a lot of our dead selves through our lives, through our schooling, through watching the news, all dead selves. So, but behind the dead selves is life force, okay? So invite yourself to literally release from your system all the dead selves. Asking your higher self to release all the dead selves from your system. And from your channel. And self-attack. Because we also set ourselves up to attack ourselves. And we learned that generations back, lifetimes back. So all self-attack. And any past life information is very simple. It simply goes straight up. So all past life information that's open just simply goes straight up. And then your soul information comes back. Your soul fragments, your talents, your gifts. The light flows into your cells and your truth comes back. And this is working down the ancestral lines at the same time. And constantly working in the background, working in the subconscious fields and DNA and the cells of releasing imprints from movies, from the news, and from the nervous system. Going deeper. And I invite you to breathe into your cells and release very slowly. Beautiful. And it's like shedding snake skins. I saw a snake yesterday, stepped over a snake, which is a beautiful sign for me. And really shedding skins, old skins. Every day, every breath you take, a piece of you dies, you shed, and a rebirth. And honoring your soul, your spirit, and the brilliance of your spirit. It's like when you look in a child's eyes or feel the aura of a child, that brilliance of the child. That's you, but you may have left it behind. So I want to honor the brilliance of your own child and invite that into the now. And honoring the brilliance of your spirit who's arrived here. With your wisdom, compassion, and pure connection with your creator. Your connection with the magnetic field of Mother Earth on a cellular level. And the cells are, it's very, very important for me is that I'm connected to the magnetic field of Mother Earth, because this gravity brings everything together and gives space. When you degravitize, you spread. So when you traumatize, you spread, you disconnect from gravity, and that's where disease or viruses become to overload in the system, out of balance. How to harmonize your body, your immune system, is gravity. So set the intention now to breathe into your cells and to reconnect with gravity, with your soul too, and all your subtle bodies too, and your astral body. I love the astral body. The astral body is where sensual and cozy and warm and loving. When you're beautiful, it's working. Yeah, you're really accepting your astral body in, down into your body. And releasing any guilt, shame from your system, which you've absorbed. Especially about the dark gods, about heaven or hell. About in the Catholic religion, it's very much about guilt and shame, about hell. So releasing these aspects from your system as well, higher self. And then also, I know growing up as well, that not believing in reincarnation sort of blocked my system as well, but that's not my truth. I believe in reincarnation. So also opening that up as well, that you're an eternal being that never dies. We simply manifest in a new body in each life or between lives, that we're a spirit of creation, pure creation. And when we leave this body, we are spirit, but we don't die. So just releasing any belief systems, if it feels right for you, that does not believe that you're eternal spirit. Just really letting that be released, because that brings in a big fear of death. And any fear of death, if you want as well, we can work with as well and release, or disease, and really clear the origin of it. And taking a deep breath into your cells, your beautiful wise cells. Giving space. And I invite you to take a deep breath into your lungs, your fresh lungs, and giving space. Now I invite you to breathe down into the genitals, because that's creation, and breathing down into your own genitals, and asking your higher self to release any energies which is not resonating with your spirit. Any energies which is not resonating with your spirit, if you can ask your spirit to release these now, and they will dissipate. I'm just giving space. And all splits from each other, from friends, this is happening a lot through social media, is that because I know they have different belief system to me, or follows a different president than me, or believes in, I know, mass or not mass, it's like we're splitting from oneself. So I would like to release all aspects of splitting from programming, which isn't the truth. All aspects of splitting in relationships, friendships, and splitting from ourselves. And really bringing in compassion, that they're a mirror of parts of myself, actually, even if I don't want to look at that or accept that. Judgments, and all judgments we're putting on others, blame we're putting on others. All parts where we split and block others. And asking your creator to release all these splits, because if we're splitting, when we split from somebody or judge somebody, it's actually ourselves we're judging. It's ourselves we're blaming. When we blame others, it's ourselves. So really being, and these parts are all personality parts, and they're all wounds. And wounds are created from early childhood. So it's where there was a lack of love, I wasn't seen, I wasn't felt, I wasn't protected. So that's what brings up the different greed, envy, or resentment. Okay. So that I cannot be judgmental of an inner child who has been abused, maybe, or feels neglected or used. So these are all, everyone has a creator, and we're all amazing, huge spirits, and we're all wounded, and we've got wounded children inside us. So when they're active or attacking someone, they're really attacking themselves. They're really abusing themselves. So they only want acceptance and love, and simply opening that for all aspects of you. So if there's anything you've seen that you feel separation, or I don't want to be like that person, that's an aspect of you. And simply accepting that part. You don't have to agree. I don't mean agreeing with the behavior, but accepting it's there, because it is in our field and it's there. Accepting it's there. And I remember the first yoga workshop I did, and the teacher told us to close our eyes, and we went around the room, and then we put our arms out, and in front of us was, the person, but it turned out it was the person that I really disliked in the room the most, and it happened with everybody. And then she says, okay, now you have to spend the day together. And it was amazing. When we spoke out, I realized what I didn't like about the person was myself. And then we actually became good friends, and we're still friends to this day on. And so we had the same wounds, we had the same trauma bonds. So both of us were triggered by each other, but actually when we faced it, we realized we're the same. My ego didn't want to admit that, but I learned that all the parts that I don't like outside, it's a mirror of what's inside that I don't like about myself. So this is a really beautiful opportunity. I actually love it if I find this in my field or through somebody, because I know that they're giving me an opportunity to see something I didn't like in myself, or to transform it, because when you transform it, you go back into connection and love again. So anyone I'm sure there's a lot of people out there maybe who's triggering you at the moment. And these are all aspects of ourselves. And even you see the police beating people at the moment, but where are we beating our inner child? Where are we beating ourselves? Where are we at war inside ourselves? Where are we embarrassed by ourselves? Where are we embarrassed by our own behavior? So these are all the parts that are active at the moment. Where am I greedy? It could be greedy for attention, greedy for love, greedy for food. It could be anything, but it's because I wasn't nourished as a child. So aspects of me not nourished. Maybe I wasn't breastfed. Maybe I wasn't held in the first moment after birth. So all these aspects create the wounds, which if there's a huge personality, I know there's a lot of wounds. So I'm very compassionate. If I see a personality, I don't have to accept, as I say, behavior, but there are wounds. And just holding space. A child only wants to be given space and felt and heard and seen. And be aware that there's a higher being there. So my intention always is to connect to the higher being, not looking down, never looking down, and then being aware and complete compassion of the wounds that are active. And giving space. And also, thank you, also the government. Yeah, the government triggered me as well, but this could be past life where we actually were involved in governments and misused the people or our power. So we also have past life information happening here as well. So if we're triggered by the governments or leaders, maybe we were doing that to others. Maybe we were attacking or beating others. Maybe we were actually raping others. Maybe we're abusing others sexually in other lives. And these wounds could be open as well. So if that's in your system, simply let the information go up. And then your truth and your connection and your innocence and the trauma frequency leaves your system. And giving space. And really taking self-responsibility of your own channel, sovereignty of your own channel. Not sovereignty, I feel, is stronger. And I'm not responsible for any other behavior there. That's their sovereignty, that's their responsibility. And giving space. And maybe this part of me lying to myself or not wanting to see something that I'm lying to myself. So I can't accept that. So maybe I'm focusing on mistruths from the media at the moment or social media, the lies, there's a lot of lies, a lot of manipulation. So where have I lied? Where have I manipulated in this life, past lives? And just giving that intention into your system. And let's use the media and social media for really growth. Let's take the benefits here. Let's really grow from it. And ask your higher self to go to the seed of it, the root of it, and to release it. Because this is the time of the great awakening. And everything which is not the truth is collapsing. And even love is so many illusions connected to Hollywood love. And then there's very high expectations, which we never receive, and we put them on our partners or lovers or friends. So let's release this Hollywood love as well from the system. And then through social media, there's a lot of following the idols. So it's like, but that's about the physical. It's only about the physical. So it's like the glamour world and that. So it's like the idols. So really going into eternal beauty, soul beauty first, and releasing any mistruths about body appearance or body shape, and going back into eternal beauty, a spirit, beauty from the inside to the outside. And breathing into your cells as this flows. And I'd like to also work with releasing the doomsday. It's like we're listening to the media about climate change and doomsday and this doom, this major doom. And I remember this is a child that used to hit me a lot as a child when I'd listen to this on the news. I'd hear the doom, you know, nuclear bomb or this type of stuff. So I like to release, why is that triggering us? Why is it? Because maybe we've got something with the plague, maybe we've got something with doom from a past life, or in the past life or in the ancestral lines. So let's release this from the system as well, asking your higher self. and all shadow aspects, accepting all shadow aspects and really loving them and growing from them. And then what's very strong, thanks Melanie, is the helplessness as well, that I'm helplessness, the helplessness to save the world, to save myself, to save the family, to change everyone. So releasing this as well. And sadness and disappointment. And releasing greed as well, sadness, disappointment, and pain. And grief. And the word pandemic. The pandemic. And also what I feel really strong as well, which I don't agree with, is stay safe. Actually, what have I to stay safe about? I'm fine. So releasing these projections from the system, the pandemic, and stay safe. It's almost like my cells are listening, and then my system just says, oh, I'm in danger if I say stay safe. That's it, it's leaving, it's really getting strong, nice. Pandemic and stay safe. Virus, virus. Full of viruses, I'm full of bacteria. I love my viruses, I love my bacteria. When they're in balance, what takes them out of balance is fear. So it's just self-responsibility. And I want to also release from the ancestral line and the DNA is any infectious diseases or plague or famine or war energy as well. And the feeling of being trapped. Just give me space. With your permission, your higher self, ask your higher self to work in the subconsciousness of the brain to release this programming. And also from the eyes, it's like all the imprints we've seen, terror we've seen, or violence we've seen from social media or from the movies or in life. And breathing, I invite you to breathe into your cells, your heart. Beautiful. And now I invite you even to put your hands up, okay? And we're going to collect all our fragmented self, okay? And imagine you're collecting all the soul fragments of yourself, or the split minds, and collecting them, and bring your hands together over your channel and bring all your split selves into the mind again. Actually touching the head if you want, and all the way down into your body, your heart. And all your fragmented selves come back into the physical. So I want you to touch your physical body into the physical and into the hips and the genitals, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to your feet. I got into my feet. And yeah, into your roots. And just giving space. Very good, still working. Taking a deep breath into your cells. And then when we believe something that we saw on TV or something and it wasn't actually the truth, we leave our trust behind or our truth behind. So I invite you to accept those parts back. And breathing into your digestion. Take a deep breath again. Very nice, very nice. I like that. And once again, being really conscious that you have a non-physical body and you have the physical aspect. So I invite you to accept, once again, your non-physical body, only yours, nobody else's, into your skeleton, your bones, that your spirit goes anchoring into your bones, because the bones are like rods, which your spirit can really embody and get results and stay healthy and balanced. And then your spirit can connect to your nervous system and set the intention to breathe through your nervous system. And your spirit can come into your nervous system, completely into your nervous system. Beautiful. Giving space and time. And your spirit can come into your physical heart. In a new way. And your spirit can come into your physical cells. Breathing cells in a new way. And your spirit can come into your lungs in a brand new way. Breathing into your lungs. And your spirit can come into your liver in a brand new way. And imagine you're breathing into your liver. As you come into your liver, smile in the liver. your cozy liver, beautiful. And set the intention to breathe into your kidneys and accepting your spirit in your kidneys and breathing in. And smiling your kidneys. Your life force. And breathing into your spleen. Spirit in the spleen, your spirit in the spleen. And a big smile in the spleen. And breathe into your digestion, your intestines. Spirit entering and activating your own intestines. And your stomach too. And breathing into your bladder. And accepting your spirit fully in your bladder. And imagine a smile in your bladder. And breathing into the brain, accepting your spirit in your brain. And giving space. And now, because we're an energetic being in a physical body and we've changed a lot, so I invite you to sway a little bit, and accepting your left side supports your right side in a brand new way because you've changed. Accepting the left side supports the right side in a brand new way because I'm an energetic being embodied in a physical aspect. Left supports the right in a brand new way. Right side supports the left side in a brand new way because I've changed and I accept those changes. Miracles, transformation, transformed. Front supports the back in a brand new way. That's good. Front supports the back in a brand new way. Back supports the front in a brand new way. Accepting the change. Back supports the front in a brand new way. Above supports below in a brand new way. Above supports below in a brand new way. Below supports above in a brand new way. Below supports above in a brand new way. And accepting the change. Breathing into this new space. Inner world, the divine intelligence in you, is supported by the divine intelligence around you in a new way. Divine intelligence around you supports divine intelligence in you in a new way. Accepting your life force, vitality, inner knowing, truth. Beautiful. And now this new feeling, imagine you were born like this, okay? You were conceived with this vibration. So imagine we're going back now to conception with this new frequency. And this is what you were conceived with, this frequency. in the womb, birth with this new frequency. It's changing your entire timeline in life. 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old with the new frequency, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 13, 14, 15, 16, all the way up to now with this new frequency. Breathing this new frequency now into your bones and into your body. And all mindsets can come out completely that don't match this new frequency. All soul contracts, which you needed up to now, which are complete, can leave as well. And all new contracts of your talents, because your talents are here, your brilliance is here, your gifts are here, your being is here, embodiment. So now you have a new life plan, new future. And maybe new guides as well, ascended masters coming into your system even more to support you in your life and guide you on your future path. Your connection with yourself, your truth, connection with Mother Earth. And now, this is your new vibration. How do you feel? I would like to share how you feel in your new vibration. New you as a creator, embodiment. Thanks, Jürgen, Kirsten, lighter, nice. Complete, nice. Great, Christina, Petra, complete, amazing and light. Hi, Yvonne, it's good, strong inside, nice. Aaron, light, beautiful. Yvonne, hi, Yvonne, vibrating, beautiful. Great, super, Kristen. And now, imagine you are a lighthouse, okay? Still knowing that we're all creators. Everyone around us are creators. And we all have different wounds. So simply imagine that you're sending this new vibration out to everybody on the planet. No judgments, we're no better than anybody else, but simply allowing this information to spread out around the earth, to man, to consciousness. And this new vibration of truth, of compassion, and of acceptance of the child's wounds, and giving compassion out to the field. And just let it flow through you like a lighthouse as you stay in your pillar. It's important to stay in your pillar. And this beautiful nourishment and love and self-love and abundance of creation is flowing through you out to all your friends and loved ones as it flows out to the whole world and the collective field. And how beautiful that is. This creation is flowing around the world. And the divine master creators who we all are, embodied on earth, all imagine we're holding a circle for everyone. No judgments. And every wound, we're holding compassion. Any shadow aspects, holding compassion. I love my devil. Compassion. And then the vibration raises. I love my shadows. I love my light. I love my inner child. I need my inner child. And the brilliance of my child, the brilliance of my creator, my connection. And I'm realizing I'm a spirit in a physical body having experiences, life experiences. And we all are in the right place. And just sending beautiful vibration out to everyone. Hi, Kinga. Nice to connect. Hi, Simon, Kirsten, Attila. Beautiful. Beautiful. And honoring your creator. And I invite you to make this a habit that you connect to your creator, because when you watch the media, social media, you're maybe forgetting that. So let's make it a habit each day that we are connected to our creator. And that's our new habit. And be aware that when we watch the news, it is having some impact on our system. So do I need to watch that? When I go outside into life, I'm full of life, it's flowing, it's beautiful. So let's really be free and live. And everything's an experience for transformation and guidance. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart, sending you all so much love, and thank you for being part of this webinar. I feel so blessed and honored that we could come together as a community at this very special time. And yeah, I feel a lot of tears actually. Thank you. I really feel honored that we all connect at this time. And on a soul level, we chose to be here at this time, at this great awakening. And we chose it because we're connected, we're here to do this work. But first, it must be from the inside. So we chose to be here at this time, and it's really a time for us to accept who we are and accept all our shadow sides and accept that everybody's a mirror of us, and really reawaken that inner truth and pure connection with ourselves as source, as creator, because we are beautiful beings, beautiful creators in this beautiful physical body, having the physical experience here on earth. And I want to thank you all. And also, this is recorded, so I invite you, if you want to share this on Facebook or social media or Instagram, let's spread it as much as we can, because it's a time, it's needed at the moment. And it's okay if everyone is in the right place. So if it resonates with them or it doesn't resonate, it's all perfect. Also, I wanted to go deeper exactly with this topic. So I'm doing 2 other webinars actually, and that will be emailed to you. So I'm doing 2 other webinars exactly on social media. I'm going to go very, very deep into the fields and work through it and see what it represents on the soul level. So if you feel drawn to that, I will be doing 2 more webinars on the effects of this. If it resonates with you, or if you want to share that information with your loved ones or friends, they're welcome. The information's on my website and also will be emailed as well. So enjoy these recordings. Every time you watch them, it's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, because it's not me doing the work, it's you doing the work, it's your creator. And each time you're experiencing it, because more of you will be in the embodiment, okay? So I enjoy these recordings, and they're living, they're vibrational. It's you. I invite you to share them. And really, yeah, I love this work. I love that we're able to do this and support each other. So thank you. And as I say, I invite you to share these, because I feel it's really important at the moment. And it is the time that we don't hide and really show ourselves and be ourselves. So have a beautiful, beautiful evening, all you creators, beautiful beings, your radiance, your abundance, and freedom, free spirits, and your generosity as well. And yeah, and your love. Thank you all. Sending you all love, a big hug, and have a really, really nice evening. And yeah, maybe I see you at the other webinars if you feel it. And yeah, and you'll watch this again, I'm sure. Have a great evening. Thank you to everyone out there, and have a nice evening. Thank you, Sergio, in the background, for doing all this work as well.